Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Analea. It is very wonderful to have you all here with me today, and I really do hope you brought your favorite cozy drink and you have found a comfy spot to snuggle up so we can get started with this video. I don't even know how to start this video, to be honest. I don't have any plans, or I don't have any script or anything like that. Just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. I did made a few posts and stuff, I've been changing things a lot, and thank you so much for being patient with me. I'm trying to find my spark. I'm trying to find something that feels very comforting for me, and the way that I can connect to the Sims, to the families, to everything that I do in general, just the cozy games I play. We're mostly oriented about Sims here, even though let me tell you, I really want to change that. I want to include some other games like Stardew Valley and stuff. I also restarted my Disney Dreamlight Valley profile, which is potentially maybe a mistake, but I really wanted to start fresh in that there as well. So it will take me a little bit time to actually work on everything there, the stories and everything, and then I'm probably going to be working on some decorating videos or something like that. That's the plans, okay? Don't get me by the words, okay? But why are we here today? We are here because we are starting my nostalgic forever save file, as how I called it, because I'm honestly excited. We are starting my nostalgic forever save file, which is basically going to be everything about just going back to the families we grew up with, the old school vibes, cozy soft gameplay and all of that, because I don't know, I guess I'm not the best storyteller in that way to kind of make up a story and then follow with it. I'm more of a player where I love to just go ahead and play and vibe with the families that I have. And I thought, what would be the best way to go back and just relax with my families than to make a whole lore about in my save file, but I don't really have to come up with the lore. In a way, I did have to change a few things, but what I'm trying to say here, all of these families have already some depth, some lore, and they're very familiar, known to everybody. I did so many research, okay? I have like notes in my notebook and stuff like that, because there's so much depth. Let me tell you, there's so much depth in the Sims lore. I had no idea. Like, I love to watch lore videos, to be honest, of like families and all of that, but hear me out, I didn't know it's that deep, that connected and all of that, and I was like so surprised and amazed, to be honest. And I just had to, like, there's so many alternative versions, universes even, and I had to come up with my own twist to it, obviously, because there's a lot of things going on. But overall, I'm kind of okay with it for now. I'm glad that I've managed to do it. For now, I only have the lore for Willow Creek, okay? And now that we are at that, as you can see, I only have set up Willow Creek. I'm using my base game version of the builds again, and I'm just going to change it up a little bit. Also, I don't like all of the other worlds are just empty, and I'm playing in an empty save file, which also I can leave in the description down below. Maybe that's the first thing I should have told you about, but basically there is some things that I have to tell you. First of all, as you can see, these are the worlds that I'm just gonna show the names just so you can see which worlds I chose to play with in my forever save file. I decided that I kind of, I'm going on and off with adding the worlds and then overwhelming myself and stuff like that. And this is a lot of worlds. I usually don't do this to myself, but that's why I'm basically playing, as you can see, with an empty world. Basically, I only have 2 families for now. Basically, when you started, and I want to make this as a save file diaries in a way, where I'm gonna show you the progress. We're gonna build it together. Maybe even you want to make a similar save file like I do, or the same one for that matter. I do share my builds. I don't share my sims though, but you can always make up your own, just put a little twist on it. Maybe you want to go back in time and be nostalgic just as I want to. So basically what I'm trying to say here, these are the worlds that I chose. There's so many worlds that I did not choose, and some of the packs that I don't play with, to be honest, because they're not my cup of tea, to be honest, or something like that, or I do not own them. For that matter, I do not own every single pack. So yeah, this is what I chose because I think it's a nice variety. So as you can see, these are the base game worlds. And then I kind of envisioned that Brindleton and Henford, Brindleton Bay and Henford on Begler, kind of countryside, cottage core worlds in a way. And then we have Evergreen Harbor, which is very, very lovely, like world that I absolutely love. I love that we have apartments. I love apartments, and these are not overwhelming apartments. So I really, really love this world. And I love everything that comes with the eco lifestyle, to be honest. So I really wanted to include it. Then we have Nordhaven and Vinderberg, which kind of have kind of similar vibe. They don't really necessarily have. I love that Vinderberg is also like countryside, modern, and Tudor style. So it has a lot of potential, and I love Vinderberg. And I love Get Together for that matter as well. Nordhaven, I haven't played a lot with businesses and hobbies. I really wanted to include it, and I really like Nordhaven. I would love to implement it in a different ways, and I think it's a very nice world. And then I have Brightchester and Copperdale, which are kind of a school-oriented worlds. I love university. I love high school, to be honest. Or being able to go to high school, and Copperdale is a very, very beautiful world. So I love it. And then I decided to add Tortosa and Mount Comorebi, which are going to be probably mostly like residential worlds for me. Or what am I saying? Vacation worlds. Sorry, more like a vacation worlds, especially Tortosa. I really want that to be a bit like that. And I did also have these two destination worlds because I have some plans about Salvadorada and Granite Falls. I love to go to Granite Falls. And these are the worlds that I have, and I won't be changing that, or I hope so. Like, I usually just add world by world and pack by pack, but I decided to do it like this, and I won't be getting overwhelmed because I kind of overcame the fear of the empty world. Okay, everything is empty, and I overcame it. But for now, we're gonna be focusing only on Willow Creek. As I said, I did my research, and the lore, the depth of the Sims families, their connections and everything are so deep that I was amazed, to be honest, not gonna lie. So I have a plan. Okay, I do have a plan, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, so the plan is next. I'm gonna start with, actually in my notes we're starting from the Newbie family. So Newbie family consists of Bob and Betty. I'm pretty sure you know Bob and Betty. And Bob and Betty are going to be young adults. They're going to be living right over here. That's the plan. They're going to be living over here. They're going to have their dog Buddy, and they have a child, Brandy, which is known to you probably as Brandy Broke. And she's going to be a child in this nostalgic forever save file of mine. And then Bob will have his parents, which are Robert and Mags, and they're going to be living in Newcrest. They're going to be elders. And then Betty also has parents, which are Vadim and Fatima Simovic, and they're also probably going to live in Newcrest or any other world. And that is the like Newbie family. And then I found out, or actually Brandy, of course, was married to Skip Broke, which in the Sims 2 is actually deceased. They have they have kids, and Brandy's also pregnant, but she's like, my alternative universe is that she is a child here. So Skip is also going to be a kid. He's going to live here. They're going to be neighbors. So Skip has a sister Ruby, and they have parents Flo and Flat. And also Flat, his dad, Skip's dad, has a brother Buck broke, and he's married to Mary Lou, and they have kids Trigger and Susie. So I hope this is I'm making this very clear. So Skip is going to be a kid. He's going to be living here with his parents, and he's going to have an uncle, and he's going to be living here with his little family. So this is the Skip, or the Skip's family, or the Broke family. Yeah, that's it. I guess. Next we have the Pleasant family. The Pleasants are probably going to be living here, probably. I think so. So for the Pleasants, we are known to Daniel and Jennifer, or not Daniel and Jennifer, sorry, Daniel and Mary Sue. Daniel and Mary Sue have children, which are Angela and Lilith, and they're gonna be probably living here, right over here that I'm showing. And then extended family. So Mary Sue has parents Herb and Coral Oldie, which are going to be probably living on Newcrest. And then Daniel has parents Jeff and Diane, which are also going to be his parents' extended family. And Daniel has a sister who is Jennifer, now married to Jennifer, or married as Jennifer Burb to Johnny Burb, or John Burb, and they have a kid which is Lucy Burb. And Burbs, like Jennifer and John Burb with their child Lucy, are going to be living over here probably. Then Johnny, the parent of, or dad of Lucy Burb, has Brad and Tiffany Burb, which is his parents. They're probably also going to live in Newcastle or any other world, and they have a dog Tucker, according to Sims Wiki. Also, all of this information I found on Sims Wiki. As I said, I am twisting maybe just a little bit because they're like either maybe deceased or something like that, or like they're maybe young adults or adults, but I'm trying to make my own like universe into this, but still kind of revive all this nostalgia. Okay. Hopefully, I really hope you so far you're following all of this. Then we have the Goths. Okay, so we have Bella and Mortimer, currently the Goths, and then I'm going to be creating Gunter and Cornelia, which are Mortimer's parents, and I'm going to be creating Simis and Yocasta, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering this name, Bachelor, which are the parents of Bella. And I'm also going to be making Michael, and Michael is brother of Bella. And he, I had no idea about this, guys, but he is married to Dina Caliente. And that is an interesting twist, which I had no idea that was coming into here. But yes, they are married, so I did have to change the Calientes a little bit. That was not my plan. As I said, according to Wiki and all the lore, they are married, so they're gonna be also married. And of course, Mortimer and Bella are having Alexander and Cassandra. And now let's talk about a Dreamer family, because you probably know that Dreamer family, we have Darren and Dirk, and Darren is or was married to Darlene, which is deceased in The Sims 2. But I decided to change it a little bit because I found out that Darren found Cassandra as his muse in a way, and he really wants to be with Cassandra. So I thought, let's change the story a little bit. So Darren Dreamer has parents Davis and Delilah, and they're going to be living right over here across the Goths. And Davis and Delilah are also going to be making their parents. So Davis Dreamer has his dad Dalmar and Dacia. I'm sorry, I'm butchering their name very badly. I know, I'm so sorry. And then Delilah has her parents are, which are Seth and Lena Darung, and they're also going to be extended family. And then Darren Dreamer, which you are probably aware of, is going to be a teen just like Cassandra, and I'm gonna have them, you know, be partners and also probably be like boyfriend and girlfriend. Trying to connect as much as I can. And then we have a family which I had no idea I'm gonna like. I don't even know about this. They're probably going to be into an Oasis Springs, but now that I talked about the Goths, and then Bella has Michael as her brother, and Michael is married to Dina Caliente, I had to figure out the story about Caliente. So basically, I found out that in this alternative universe of The Sims 4 that we know of, that Katrina Caliente is actually a mom of Dina and Nina, but actual parents of Dina and Nina are Flamenco and Nigat. And I thought like I could keep this. I don't know what to do with Katrina. I do have kind of a story, so I mean it's my made up story, but the real story about Nina and Dina, that they are twins, and as I said, parents are Flamenco and Nigat. Flamenco also has a brother which is named Tango, and Flamenco is actually a son of Nestor and Dulcinea. So I really wanted to keep that original story. And then Nigat on the other side has also her parents. I don't have to get into that too much, but she's also going to have parents. And I thought now that we have Katrina kind of hanging, but she's kind of connected to Don Lothario, and I couldn't find a lot about Don Lothario except that he was like you know, trying to be with Dina, Nina, and all other the Sims, even Cassandra Goth and stuff like that, Bella, and all of that doesn't kind of meet the kind of criteria where I kind of go here, or the story that I kind of go for here. I decided to have Katrina as Nigat's sister, which leads to Katrina being an aunt of Dina and Nina. That is just something that I had to kind of make up, so everything kind of follows some kind of story, because they cannot have two mothers in a way. So I really hope that's okay with you guys. I think it's okay. We still have Katrina in the game, and Katrina is actually going to have or be with Don Lothario. They're gonna be, I don't know, I don't know if they're gonna be like partners, something like that. They've always been a little fishy, you know, but we're gonna leave that for Oasis Springs, because probably gonna be living in Oasis Springs. And then I'm just gonna have Don Lothario have his parents, also Nicolo and Adriana. They're gonna be living in Oasis Springs probably, or somewhere else, I'm not sure, because I feel like every world, like for example Willow Creek, is going to be probably, it's kind of heavy inspired by Sims 2 lore in a way, like Dreamers, Pleasants, Newbies are from the Sims 1 though, but they're connected to Brandy and Skip and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to, you know, have it like that. I don't know, I really hope it's understandable for you guys. And then for the Oasis Springs, I will leave that. I just wanna do it like that in a way. And last but not least, we do have the Pancakes, and they're the only family that have no connection to anybody. So I decided to I did find out that Liza has Beth and Isaac as her parents, so I'm gonna be probably making them. And also Bob has no relatives, no anybody, but I still want him to have somebody. So I don't know why, but the first name that I kind of thought of about his mom is Edna, and his dad is going to be Steve, and they're going to be also living somewhere, and that's going to be like his part of the part of the family. And yeah, that is what I have currently. Okay, there's so many things. I'm so excited. I've been researching this for hours. I'm so excited to do all of this. I do also want to go ahead and do it as a save file diaries, and I really want to hear you guys if you like to see like me working on, for example, now that I'm probably gonna be making newbies first. And I'm like interested. Do you want to see like me making newbies and their extended families and connecting all of that? Like, do you really want to see like the let's say the work in progress, or do you just want to see like the lore? Like when I finish it, I'm gonna like explain you like this. I mean, I just scraped a little bit. And yeah, but I did plan on making not necessarily like cast videos. I'm not sure about cast videos, but I'm thinking about definitely doing like decorational or speed, or not speed builds, but like decorate with me videos where I'm going to be decorating all of these houses for the families. But I think I will probably like do both in the same time, to be honest. Maybe like a cast plus build video or something like that, but I still wanna, you know, introduce you to everybody. So now that I think about it, I'm definitely gonna be, for example, first I'm probably going to be like newbie family, and then we're gonna do a cast video. I'm gonna explain you the lore a little bit behind them and stuff like that, or what kind of, how do I imagine them in my forever save file. And then we're gonna like decorate their house and stuff like that. And again, it's going to be a save file diaries. I'm coming up with this as I go. I hope you don't mind. I don't have any kind of script of except of the like all of the scribbles and doodles that I made in my notebook. But I'm very excited about this, guys. Not gonna lie, I always wanted to feel connected to my Sims. I wanted to make very nice connections to them, to be honest. And with this I feel like I could do it, and that means so much to me, to be honest. So yeah, that's it, I guess. I think I told you everything that I needed to for this video. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I would also love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts about this, and so leave me your comments in the comment section down below, because I absolutely love to read your thoughts and comments, and I even more love to respond to them. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and I will talk to you soon. But as always, until then, stay cozy, you guys. Bye everybody.